This one here, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be very, very clear before I even get to go with this video. Get going with this video. I do not discriminate. Let's be clear. But there are some things that I agree with. There's some things I don't agree with. And this AG, Attorney General in Florida, essentially said he's sick of this shit. He said he is sick of it. Now, let's go with it. This is what we're gonna talk about. This is a very sensitive topic. It rubs a lot of different people one way or the other. But just put yourself in this perspective. You have a mother, you might have a father, but let's just not even talk about your mother and father. You have nieces, you have nephews, or you might have kids. Now, we all have different moral sets. We all have different things we believe in. We have things we don't believe in. But children, when you start messing with children, when you start exposing children to different things, when you start putting propaganda out there for children, even YouTube, TikTok, at the end of the day, kids, children, whatever you teach those children when they're young, think about this. Think of what you create and think of what you have the world going toward and what the direction you have it going into. Whether it's Disney, whether it's, Barney, whether it's SpongeBob SquarePants, whatever that might be, you should not personally be cognitive of what you're marketing to our kids. Be cognitive of what you put in front of your kids' face. Be cognitive of what you say to your kids. Be cognitive of what you do around your children. And some of us just don't. Some of us don't care. Some of us don't think about this. Again, some of us moral compass is different. That's all I'm saying. But the AG, the Attorney General in Florida, said he is sick and tired of Target and and I'm not targeting this community, but he don't like what the LGBTQ community, pride or whatever, that Target displays or whatever. And that's a retailer. Now, here's the other part of that. Target is really being sued because, remember, I say this a lot. You find out what and who people are when it comes down to pockets. When pockets start getting hit, when those investors say, hey, whatever you're marketing, whatever's going on, if this affects my investor, if it affects my pockets, if I lose because some people stop spending or coming into my store or my place of business, we're going to have a problem. And that's where we at. We had some of us colored people, some Caucasian people, some women, some men. Let's not make it about, I don't try to make this about white, black, purple, green, red, woman, man. I try not to even go there. I don't want to have this fight and this conversation and all of this hell being raised about color and race or whatever. At the end of the day, the way I feel, personally, I think every culture, every group of people or whatever has dealt with some type of oppression or some type of, unfair treatment. I agree. I'm making that very clear. Whether you might be from the reservation, whether you might be from another country, whether you might be black, whether you might be Jew or whatever. I love all people. Here at Go Ahead First, we love all people. And then again, you may not, but I do. I try to make it about that. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's really about money. It's all about money. It's all about the green. It's all about who, at the end of the day, the pockets. Let's not make it, let's be for real. Let's be real about this. It's not about white, black, green, red, whatever. It ain't even about red and blue, Democrat and Republican or conservative or whatever. It ain't even about that. It's about money. It's about power and money. That's what it's about. DEI was not really about white and black. It's not. It's about getting rid of groups that have a level of control and influence. At the end of the day, it's about getting rid of groups that have control and power or an influence. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. Really think about it. So when the whole DEI thing started happening, when it started being an issue, the shareholders that hold Target stock, they got hurt. Al Sharpton went in there talking about, what he was talking about, pushing his agenda, whatever. They went over to Costco. It ain't even it's not even about white and black. It's not about white and black. I don't know, Chinese, Vietnamese. It ain't about that. It's about pockets. It's about money. It's about where you spend money. It's about control. Let's stop making this about color. Do I think color matter? Yes. Have I been a victim of unfair treatment because of my color? Yes. I try not to make it about that. I try to get past that. And I think us as individuals, as society, at the end of the day, let's stop making excuses. Let's stop, pushing our other people down because of their color or because of their race or because of their sex or whatever. Do I agree with, this, other movements or whatever, all movements? No. It don't make me dislike that person. It don't make me disrespect that person. That person chose an alternative life for whatever reason. And we might not know what that is. Do I think that there should be, people of one gender competing with people of another gender? Absolutely not. We know what the anatomy and the physical attributes that a male has over a female. In most cases, it ain't even the same. It's not even the same. Women typically have stronger legs in general, period, than a male. Males typically have a stronger torso, arms, and upper body, period. That's just the biology. When it's all said and done, am I going to make a man superior? Am I talking about superior, being superior? I don't want to even talk about that. But we know the anatomy. It's science. But my whole point is, let's love one another. Let's get past this. I hope that, and we probably never will, but let's get past this black, white, Arab, Asian, Chinese, whatever. At the end of the day, people, it is about money. That's all it's really about at the end of the day. But the Florida Attorney General said, hey, this agenda, this affected our investors' pockets at Target. This shit has to end. And at the same time, I like Star Wars. True Star Wars watchers or, enthusiasts or whatever. I love Star Wars. Star Wars. Love it. I got exposed to it when I was in the 7th grade. Guess what? We that watch Star Wars understand what it was and what it is now. It's crazy. It's different. I still watch it, but I have kids now. Do I want certain things being put in my children's brain and mind? Not necessarily. No, not. Let's be cognitive of what we put in front of our kids. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. The music, the visuals. These children are innocent until they're not innocent anymore. And you and I both know this. That's what all I have to say. Our children are the future. Let's be cognitive of that. Be better parents. Be better role models. And let's move forward as a country. Let's move forward as the world on a world scale. And let's love one another. Terrence here at Go Ahead First.